Okay, so be thoroughly prepared is the first point. To overcome those butterflies which are not flying information. The more ready you feel, the more confident you feel.
Yes.
That's a given, okay? Know your subject and material. Be familiar with the technical content. If you do have to give stats, even if it's a subject you know, you're familiar with, even if it's something that you can say in your sleep, but you have to give statistics, know the content, know your source and so on and so forth. Know your audience. Who are they? Why are they here? Why have you been chosen to speak to them? What do they know? What is their attitude to your subject? When I'm invited to speak, what are the first things I ask of the person who's inviting me to speak? Number one, obviously, what am I required to speak about? Who is my audience? What are their ages? All males, all females, mix of males and females. You need to know these things so that you can pitch your speech, your talk correctly. Focus on the message and not on yourself. Now this comes back to what you were saying earlier. You're always concerned about what other people are going to think.
Not me.
Not you. Not you. That was the thing that I battled with as well. Oh, that was more. What are they going to think?
Yeah.
What are they going to say? They may not say it, but they're going to think it. You know? You do. Okay, connect with your audience. Remember that audiences almost always want a speaker to succeed. I know there are some people who would go, I hope they fail, but they're in the minority. I have never come across an audience, really, for the most part, who haven't wanted you to succeed. And really, in the beginning, if you're making speeches to start off with, you can use planters. You know, people use planters on radio. If you have a call-in show, we're not going to have a call-in show, but if you have a call-in show, and you want to get this whole thing going, people phoning in and asking questions and you answering and so on, get planters. Get people to phone in and say, hello, my name is, they may not give their real name, but at least they'll get, then once people hear they phoning, then they all start phoning kind of thing. So have planters in the audience, strategically placed, one there, back in the middle, have friends, family. And so initially you're going to focus on that person who's going to smile and just sort of lift you. Okay, put the past behind you, ignore past bad experiences. You're only as good as your last speech. Forget all the ones that didn't die. Okay, now the next thing is what we're going to be focusing on towards the last part of our sessions of look your best. Dress appropriately for the occasion. If you look good, you will feel good, and it will show. Okay. Breathe deeply. Take a few deep breaths just before you step up to the lectern. There's nothing like a good deep breath, even if you go on to radio, to help you start with it. The moment your breath is here, and I'm not going to go into all the technicalities of, even if you sit like this, have you noticed that if you sit like this, everything goes in. And I know it's difficult because sometimes you're so stressed, intense, you don't even know that you're sitting like this, and all your breath is going in. As you talk, you can think you can the moment.